So I'll do the same with another series of walls, but I'm going to change to a 92mm steel framed wall now. And I've created the layer, lower framed wall. That's my current layer at the moment. I'm just going to turn the office image back on for the moment. I think, and as you can see, what we're aiming to do here is we're going to bend around these columns. And as you can see, this column here is going to be exposed to the outside, so our wall framing is going to go in behind that column. The same thing happens here and over here in that sort of an arrangement. So these steel columns, or a number of them anyway, are exposed to the outside of the building. This main portal column here, the wall's going to go in front of that. So I think if we work with an offset from the grid line of 125mm when we're going in this direction, so when we're placing our walls in front or behind those columns, if we set our walls out to be 125mm off the grid line, then that'll clear. If we're going side to side, when these walls are going to be established beside the column, I think a 100mm offset would do the job. So just to start with, I'm going to get my tape measure, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I'll do this 125mm one to start with. Looks like I have to turn wireframe on to see what I'm doing here. Now if I lay a wall out now, I'm on my framed wall layer. I might use the wall plug-in to do this, but you could just as easily draw rectangles and push-pull them. But I'm using the wall plug-in, which I got from the Sketchucation website. The wall width will be 92, it's a 92mm frame, and the wall height, just as we discussed before, would be 3080. The joists could bear on that then as to support the floor upstairs. So rather than try and decide exactly where the wall's going to and from, I'm just going to line them up on green axis for the moment to some nominal length and start moving those walls into position. Triple clicking, and then I'll just move it, to somewhere along that set out line that we've created. I want to always leave a little bit of a gap to other components, so that's why I'm going to get my tape measure just at the moment and come 10mm away from that wall face, so I can push-pull this wall that we've just created now onto that line. Get rid of that set out line, and we've got a little 10mm gap there. Just that's going to enable us to triple click things, and it'll help our documentation as well. Okay, so to bend around this steel column now, I'm going to come with my tape measure 100mm off the line going in that direction. So it's 125mm going in the other direction, but 100mm in this direction. And I'll just go back to the plug-in, to the wall plug-in. The settings will still be the same from the last time, and I'll draw another little wall. Triple click on it, move it into place. Move it onto that line. And then I'm going to take that right through. So I'll do a push-pull of that wall. So that'll come right through. And I'll set out another construction line with my tape measure, 125mm off that line. So the same as we did before, but backwards. And I'll put another wall in along here. Oops, that wasn't very long, but that doesn't matter. I'll just pull it out to give me a bit of a longer length. Triple click it, move it into place. So get it going perfectly on the line. Then I might, if I turn X-ray off, we'll get a better idea of what's going on here. Then I might just start doing some push-pull of this face until it touches that edge. Let's close that up there. I might then just push-pull this face back onto there, and then I'll, if I can, push-pull this face onto that edge. So I just close those walls up like that. turn them around. I'll establish an offset of 1500 for these blades out in the front, so I'll go and grab a set outline. Which one we've got? We better turn wire from, I think it's from there, so we've got to make sure we get the one in the centre. And I'll go with the 1500, and I'll push pull that back to there. Okay, so I'm just going to continue now to do all the rest of those wall setouts at that point. So I'll pause the video for a moment, and then I'll show you what the finished wall arrangement will look like.